I think like most coaches this time of year, we're excited, we're optimistic, anxious, ready to probably play somebody other than ourselves just so we can evaluate ourselves a little bit more, but also feel like you need about 4 more weeks to get all of your packages in. But I like what we have returning. I like the roster that we have returning. I think it's really important that we take the success that we experienced last year and we build on that. And we not only build on it, but we elevate from that point. So I think our players are committed to doing that. The next step in our process is learning to handle expectations. This will be the first year coming into a season that we've had expectations outside of our own expectations placed on us. But I think that's the biggest thing is we need to focus on what's going on in our 4 walls and focus on being the best that we can be each day and trying to be better than we were yesterday, and everything else will take care of itself.
So you spoke to the veteran squad that you have. Besides that, what do you like most about your team this year?
Well, I like the roster. This is the first time going into year 4 that you look at our roster and it says junior, senior on it. While we've had some really good seniors in the past, those kids had not been in our program 3 and 4 years, and we're still learning the way we do things, learning our process, learning our culture and our standards. So to have a team of upperclassmen is really nice. Now we've got to use that experience each and every day. We've got to play like a veteran team. In order to play like a veteran team, we've got to practice every day like a veteran team. And so we're really working to try to get to the point where everything is player-led, and that's another step that we need to take. But I guess the other thing that I really like about this team is that our best players are our hardest workers. And so I think when you can combine experience with the fact that your best players are your hardest workers, it gives you an opportunity to have success down the road.
What do you think about the OVC overall this year?
I think this year has the potential to shape up to be one of the most competitive years from top to bottom that we've had in a very long time. You know, anytime you start talking about championship race, you've got to talk about Belmont. While they lost one of the best players that's played in the OVC last year in Darby Maggard, and Jenny Roy was a huge component of their success, they've also got 10 or 11 kids still in that locker room that have championship rings. And so I know that they are going to be a very formidable opponent. Kevin McMillan and the success that he's had at UT Martin and what he just continues to do year in and year out, I think those 2 teams are always the standard. Greg Todd and what he's done at Moorhead, can't say enough about him. But I think also Austin Peay has a lot of talent returning, and I think David is doing a really, really good job there. And so I think it's going to be really competitive. You know, and anytime you start thinking as a coach about playing other teams, you've got to think about Coach Petrie at Jacksonville. So I could just go down the list. But I think on any given night, I think this year, anybody's going to be able to beat anybody on any given night. So I think it's going to go right down to the wire in February. And it's going to be a lot of fun for fans of the OVC to watch women's basketball in our league this year.
What do you think about the OVC tournament being held in Evansville again this year?
Well, experiencing it last year, it was a first-class event. From the way the city embraced the tournament, the job that the OVC did with the setup, the community, the support here. You know, it's all about the student athletes, and it's all about their experience. And it is so important that when you get to March, that you walk in and you have a championship feel. It doesn't just feel like, you know, your nightly OVC game. And when we got here, it had a championship feel. It had a first-class feel. It felt elite. And it was a great experience for our players. It made them that much more hungry to get back here. And so I think Evansville, I think we've found a home. I think I'm excited to be able to come back, to work hard to get back here this year. And so looking forward to being here again in March.